Have you ever seen a guy blitz more times in non-critical situations, and when you need to blitz, he doesn't? His situational play calling is suspect at best. Big Silz, National Football Show, Football Monday. Please hit the like button. Lamar Jackson was spectacular. Spectacular in so many ways against the Jets. And here's why. He limited his rushing through plus 25 plays, and 3 of them were touchdowns. His accuracy, his ability to throw from the pocket, his gambling on himself turned down what some are saying a $297 million contract over 7 years. Okay? Investing in himself. Spectacular. Yeah, Richie Mack. Everyone's great against the Lions, too. Hey, turn that same. You surrendered 400 yards almost to the Lions. Need Dallas to win a few games. Don't want Sean Payton there. Flex, don't worry about that shit. I don't care if Vince Lombardi coaches the team. Who cares? Go beat him. Who cares? Who cares? Sean Payton, 9-7 in the postseason. You're really frightened for that. Yeah, because him and Breeze really overachieved there. Everyone always is like talking to me because he's on TV that Sean Payton was some sort of like postseason guru. He's 9-7. Is that, I mean, if you're going to rip Aaron Rodgers, what's Sean Payton? I don't know. Sean Payton has a great postseason record? No, he doesn't. I said Lamar MVP. I think it's going to go between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson this year. By the way, the kid in Kansas City may be saying this to me too. Hey, Silz, don't forget me over here. Okay? They're going to take Will Anderson. Hey, man, Will Anderson, Texas played them as hard as they could. Texas played Alabama over the weekend like it was the national championship game. That was the best Texas game I've seen Texas play in 13 years. That was the best Texas played. The best. Ravens defense helps him with field position. Yeah, well, there's no question the Eagles defense didn't help anybody yesterday. They had one stretch where they went 3 and outs 3 times. After that, the shit effort. Across the board. And by the way, that's not just Jonathan Gannon, too. That's also player accountability. Let's not let the players off the hook here. Where was Hassan Reddick? Dude, the guy was like Casper the Ghost. I didn't see him. Honestly, man, you could have had a milk carton for Fletcher Cox. You could have put Fletcher Cox's face on a milk carton and said, have you seen this guy? I mean, I thought he was kidnapped. Where was Hargrave? These guys were getting blown off the ball on first down. You paid all that money in the offseason for what? I didn't see anything better. And one thing, too, about Jonathan Gannon and his situational blitzing, have you ever seen a guy blitz more times in non-critical situations, and when you need to blitz, he doesn't? His situational play calling is suspect at best. Okay? Like, he didn't help those guys. It was clearly evident he didn't help them guys. But those guys, too, also, not in shape, shitty angles, poor tackling. What was the number 2 on 10 penalties? How many pre-snap penalties did we see from that O-line because they didn't have communication? Like I said, how many times was Ike Sayamalo looking over at Jason Kelsey? And by the way, let me say this to you about Jason Kelsey. I hope he makes the season. He didn't look completely healthy to me. And that big horse in the middle, 74, I thought he was pushing him around in the middle, especially on pass protection. I thought he was pushing Kelsey around. Actually, I thought they were pushing that whole unit around. Jordan Mailata did not have a good game on Aiden Hutchinson. He did not. Care what you want to say. You can paint that any way you want, turn on any other show, and they'll tell you something that's completely not true. He didn't play well. I thought Lane played good. I thought he was okay. He got beat a few times too, though. He got beat a few times also. First game of the season. Did we win? Hey, man, I told you, Swanksky. I said this. Hey, if you want to talk about being good, or do you want to talk about being great? If you want to talk like you want to talk, nice job, man. Way to go on the road, get a win against Detroit. Let's move on. No shits or giggles. No biggie. We're 9-8. Fantastic. But if you want to be a contender and try to win a Super Bowl, that ain't it. Your most impressive, I'll tell you this. Do you know who made A.J. Brown's day? What player on that Eagle offense made that all happen? Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, 96 yards rushing. On 13 carries, 7.4 a carry, made that happen. Without that guy running the ball like that, two components won that game for you. Not so much, AJ. It was great. It was Jalen breaking down third down and third and long, and Sanders is running. He ran hard, man. Thank God he got a touchdown, too, this year. I'm glad to see that. That's good for that offense. You need that guy to keep improving. I thought he played really well. Okay? Okay, I thought he played well. And there's no question. The Philadelphia Eagles pass protection, I don't know. They're not impressive to me. They're not impressive. When you play a good front four, that's a decent front four. When you play a good front four, you're going to have some problems if you want to throw the ball. Because there were times in that game Detroit was dominating. First series, they dominated them. Bad game, and you're going to ignore that? Jalen does what he's good at, and you're going to ignore it? I didn't ignore that. I told you. He won with his legs. Don't talk to me about being 56% completion percentage and telling me that he had a good day when nobody else on the play chart was a factor. A.J. Brown had a great day. The rest of them, you could have kept him on the bus. What did Devontae Smith even dress for? Okay? What did he dress for? 4 targets. Well, he had 2 drops. So? T.O. had drops. All the great ones have drops. But you're trying to tell me that Devontae Smith is a number 1 wideout and he put up a donut. Now, is that on coaching? Is that on the quarterback? Is that on the player? Yeah, yes, to all of it. That was a horrible. Do you know that Patrick Mahomes threw to 9 different guys? 9 different guys. And that went over the Cardinals. And you know what he told people? I don't need Tyreek Hill. Everyone thinks we need Tyreek Hill. That's not the case. It's just going to look different this year. We're going to spread it out. That guy can spread it out. Jalen Hurts cannot spread it out. Dude, he sees one guy, takes off. One guy, takes off. That's not a pro offense. You're never going to beat elite teams with that offense. Ever. And your O-line can't pass protect. You play against good football teams, you'll be beat like you were against Tampa. To me, I looked at that Lions game and I went like this. Well, the offense got a little better with AJ, which did surrender 35 points versus 6 a year ago. So who got better? The Lions did. The Eagles kind of stayed the same. The Eagles stayed the same. The Lions are the team that got better. Doesn't that cross your mind when you watched that game yesterday? We said that the Eagles were going to win that ball game. I thought by more. Fooled me. How don't you know how to put a team away, too? You're up 31-17. You let that team roll back on you? Dude, you can't do that to Minnesota. They'll put up a 50. They'll put up a 50 nugget on you. Hurts threw it deep to Brown and no one else. I said that. He's a one-read guy still. Are you trying to tell me you think Jalen Hurts got better as a starting quarterback? Or do you think he's still a running quarterback? You don't really come away from that game impressed with his passing. You can't. 56% completion and no one else. Goddard had 3 catches. Why didn't you continue to go to him? I mean, he was averaging 20 yards a catch. Why didn't you keep going to him? Nope, they got away from that too. Jalen did go through his progressions. He did? Then why did Devontae Smith, the so-called number 1A, B wideout, have a goose egg? Want to know, baby. Game plan went. So wait a minute. Eagle Realist goes, game plan went to Brown. You're still what I just said. That's a one-dimensional football team. You run it, and that's it. And you throw to one guy. Okay? And your defense is not good enough. So let me ask you this. You think you're getting into a back and forth with Minnesota on Monday night? You think you're going to outscore Minnesota and Justin Jefferson? Okay. Fly, agree. That's why, Fly, I just said the Eagles' O-line had a horrible pass protection day. That was terrible. Okay? Now, if you go back to what I said at the beginning of the show, Jalen Hurts broke their heart and had no answers for them on third down. Running. There were numerous times, at least 8 I counted, where he had them third and long. He wasn't going to throw for the first down because he can't. And why they were not putting a spy in the box on him, he wasn't going to find a second receiver. And he didn't. I actually thought the game plan on the other side was not bad by Glenn. But, I mean, Hurts was not going to – he would never look for the second wideout. He took off running and left the pocket all the time. By the way, Gary Cobb, 4:30 Eastern from Fox 29. Kristen says, so if you agree, then give Hurts credit for balling. He didn't ball out. Dude, he's not gotten better. He didn't get better. He's gotten better as a runner. So let me get this right here. You want to see your guy with 17 carries. What does 17 carries come out to? Let me see here. Let's see how that looks. Let's see how that looks for an entire year here. So you want Jalen Hurts to carry the ball 289 times? He'll never finish the year. You want Jalen Hurts to have almost 300 carries this year, and you think he'll make the season. That guy will be hurt by week 11. James, this dude is a true hater. I don't give a shit what you think, James. Seth said he got better with what? 56% completion percentage? Not finding Devontae Smith? Like I said, the other 6 wideouts had 8 catches combined. Combined to AJ's 10. Hasn't gotten better. He's a heck of a running quarterback against the Lions. We'll believe you when we see it, Silz. That right there, Choosy, that's another great thing that Jalen did in the game on Sunday. 0 turnovers. Here, let me give you the positive here. Again, one more time. 0 turnovers. Killed the Lions on 3rd and long with his legs, not his wheels, really. AJ is a yak freak show. Okay? Miles played well. I really enjoyed watching Miles Sanders play. Really enjoyed it. The O-line, A for running. What'd they run the ball for? 216? Fantastic. Fantastic. Pass protection, D. Malata was beaten. Dickerson beaten. Kelsey beaten. Sayamalo had issues with communication. Lane kind of played well. That whole group, if you're watching that film today and you're watching the way the Lions ran around you, it was just like what Brett Brooks said today, lack of reps. Okay? Flex, Hurts' problem is when he senses pressure, he tucks it and runs. But they're here, you know what, Flex? You know what, though, Flex? If they're coaching him that way, okay. If they're coaching him that way, that's fine. But when you're telling me that you're trying to open up the passing game, just because A.J. Brown had 155 yards, that's not opening up the passing game. You had one guy show up. He got his numbers. No one else did. So how you feel if you're Devontae Smith the last 2 games? Good or bad on that offense? Well, you think it's going to get better? You think Devontae Smith's numbers are going to get better? I told you he was going to suffer this year. He's not getting 1,000 yards. He might as well not even played in game 1. In the postgame speech, Sirianni said, starting with the coaches, we're going to have some tough conversations. Your thoughts on that statement? That's a great comment if Sirianni said that, because I would have conversations with the O-line, clearly the coordinator, and the defensive line. That defensive line was a no-show. A no-show. Dude, it was tough seeing Derek Barnett injured. You know, guy fought back, man. I felt for the dude going over to the side. Okay? Razor, completely true. Fletcher Cox should not be starting in that defensive front 4. That guy's out of gas. Okay? He's out of gas. That ain't a $14.4 million guy. I told you that guy didn't belong on the roster for that salary. And it panned out to be true. He got killed yesterday. Dude, when Jordan Davis was in, I thought he did pretty well. He's just not ready yet. And you know why he's not ready? Because he's not in shape. And that ain't a Jordan Davis thing. That's an Eagle thing. They didn't have that team conditioned. Now, maybe when Fletcher's conditioned, he'll look better. Hargrave doesn't get a hall pass either, man. He sucked out loud too. Dude, both fronts that I have great respect for, shit the bed. Watch this. Hurts wasn't really an issue for me because that's who Jalen is. I'm not really shitting on him. Hey, if it wasn't for Jalen being able to run, there'd have been 5 sacks back there like you saw with Burrow. If Jalen can't move like that, there would have been 5 sacks. 5 sacks. Kaiser White was special. Please don't. Dude, don't say that. Is Derek Barnett out for the whole year? Ugh. Wanted to see the kid get an opportunity at least, you know? It's over. Jalen had a game. Look at what this person said. Similar to Kirk Cousins yesterday. The only difference is they were playing the Packers, not the Lions. The Packers. And Aaron Rodgers. They were playing, and you were playing Jared Goff and the Lions. The Vikings were playing the Packers. Yeah, Jalen played, and Cousins had the same kind of game. The only difference is you're playing one of the heavyweight champions of the world in the NFC, not one of the turds of the NFC. You got to be kidding me, man. Oh, don't worry, man. Kirk Cousins. Hey, oh, no way. Oh, my God. Oh, hey, way to go. Look at Xander. Who said that Jalen played like Cousins? Here's Cousins' numbers. 72% completion percentage, 277 and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts was 56%. You know what 56% is? You're kind of lucky you're over 500. He was 72% against the Green Bay Packers. And Jalen had the same kind of day as Kirk Cousins. Hey, and Justin Jefferson is wreaking havoc on that Packer defense. 188. Woo! Wow. Woo. A win is a win. You're a moron, Sileo. Eagles don't win this game without Jalen. You're correct, MB. Oh, my God. Without Jalen's running ability, they would have never have won that game. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. If Jalen Hurts can't run and he couldn't get away and he couldn't run for 90 yards or whatever he ran for, absolutely, they would have never won that game. They ain't winning games with his arm. Hey, one read Hurts. That's my new name for him. One read Jalen. Here's Jalen Hurts. Jesus criminy, man. Can he give it the play a chance to work? You're just a downer. Am I? Well, what'd you want me to say? What a wonderful game. 56% is so great. Hey, Devontae getting a goose egg, spectacular. Hey, no statement game against the Lions. Barely eked it out. Hey, but we got the win. Congratulations. I need some pom-poms. Debbie Downer. I can't take it because Sileo's telling the truth. It's just horrible. Will somebody please stop him from telling the truth? Please. Hey, people are actually on here comparing Jalen Hurts' performance to Kirk Cousins' performance against the Packers, a divisional opponent. Oh, my God. I knew this day was going to be a lot of fun. I listened to all this bullshit, man, on the radio stations and everyone else talking. Hey, guy got better. How did he get better? No one else touched the ball. Same offense. You're still the same team. You actually got a little worse on defense because you know why? Your coordinator can't figure out all the chess pieces like I said he wouldn't. Hey, I thought the communication in the secondary was way better than I thought. There was better communication in the secondary of the Eagles than on the Eagle O-line. Steven goes, you're full of shit, but funny. What's the one thing? How about this, Steven? I'll give you the floor here. What's the one thing that I'm full of shit on? Tell me, I'm curious. What's the one thing that I'm full of shit on? One thing. Look at everybody, man. Dude, I don't have to go there. Hurts? I told you flat out, Jalen Hurts, if he can't break down those Lions on third down with his legs, they don't win the game. I'm full of shit on everything. Oh, my wife would agree. Hour 2, Gary Cobb, Fox 29. We'll ask him too. By the way, I brought Tony Dungy on in the first hour. He loves Jalen. Hey, you know, I bring everyone on. Michael Irvin had him on a couple weeks ago. He loved him. Okay? To me, it looked like the same football team as a year ago, except the defense got worse. Now you got the Vikings, who destroyed a very good Packer team. Ooh. Hour 2. You keep it right here on the National Football Show.